Oh, my home, that has held me for all these years. Your soul has gone cold, and your forests dim. Blood has soaked your soil, and hate filled your cities. And though I walk these roads that lead ever away from you, know that I will return. I will always return. Hello, and welcome to the very first video in this new world. This series will not just be Minecraft, but some map drawing, writing, voice acting, some poetry, and just lots and lots of storytelling. Really, anything to make this feel rich in history and culture. So, I am extremely excited, and thank you for watching. Ooh, goodness. I have a plan for how I want to do this all. Each video, I kind of want to have its own question about the world around us, and that'll be the focus for what we build and what we do. And so, as you can tell by the title of this one, today's question is, where did we come from? Also in the intro, you might have gotten a little bit of an idea. I'm thinking that we came from a far-off country who once was a great empire, but very quickly, or I guess not quickly, stood for ages, but recently has fallen into terrible wars and famine and corruption, and we had to leave and find ourselves a better place where we could live peacefully. So this is the very first time we've seen these lands, and this is the very first time I've seen this land. Very forested. Don't really see any plains or anything. But yeah, so we'll be setting up a camp and getting our wits about us. So I am gonna go get some food and some materials, and I will see you soon. Before we get too far into getting ourselves established, though, I want to outline my goals for this first episode, not just in-game, but world-building-wise as well. Number 1, I want to find or make a good source of food. I think nomads in a strange new land would focus first on making sure they're fed and stay fed. Number 2, build a shelter. Obviously, that is also going to be quite high on the priority list. Number 3 is make a journal entry. As a part of each episode's world building, I want to write a little excerpt revealing more of the story. And you guys might even help decide the outcome. And lastly, number 4, draw a map of our area. I think as we explore and build more, it'll be fun to add on to the map and see how it grows. So, lots to do, and no time for puttering about. Let's get going. Alright, I took the shaders off because they were really impacting my PC's performance. You can probably hear it buzzing away in the background. But we have some stone tools now, and found some coal, and even some lapis really close to the surface, which was interesting. And we also have enough wool for a bed, which is good because it is already getting dark. So, gonna make that. Our first night in the world. Bregus in the land. Also got a little bit of food that I need to cook up because I am starved. And then, I think we've got a good amount of stuff that we can go on the lookout for a good place to drop down our little camp. Up there is interesting. Bit of mountains. I think I'll travel over that way and see what it has to offer. I'll keep you updated. We finally found plains, and it looks like it's already taken by the pillagers. I don't have a shield, which is going to make this a little trickier. Just bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh, that didn't work. It's fine. It's fine. Any pillagers up here? So far, nope. Nope. Potatoes are nice, but apart from that, not too useful. I will take the chest, though. Can never have too many chests. Okay. Time to make a break for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hide in the animals. Where they hit the animals. I don't think that I should build anywhere near here. Oh, come on, guys. I think that I'm gonna travel down the coast. Sheesh. See what this way has to offer. Alright, I've been traveling for a little while, found a spruce forest, but over there, something is coming out in the distance, and it looks pretty interesting. So mountainous. This looks kind of promising. Maybe a bit tricky to fully be able to work with the landscape. Not a bad thing. Almost looks like a moon or a sea or something. Ooh! Hello! A sulfur pool. That's very rare. And a village. I immediately want to mark down these coordinates. Because I've tried to find these in other worlds, and it takes so long. There it goes. Let's see what the village has to offer. Not sure. What in the world? That's crazy. This is like old Minecraft. That used to be floating blocks all the time. I'm definitely gonna have to go check that out. That's wild. Also gonna grab these. Alright. I'll take it. Saddle's nice. These books. Lectern. Wonderful. Oh, they've got a horse already in there. Well, let's see how fast he is. I don't need those. think this is also my favorite pattern, of course. Although I usually prefer like a darker brown. Yay! Oh, ow. Keep picking up between these hay bales. Oh, goodness. This is the slowest horse I've ever ridden. Look at how slow that is. Running is probably quicker than that. Give me my saddle back. You disappointment. I won't be riding you anywhere. Got myself a nice stack of hay bales. I really like this, shape. I don't know. I think it's cool. Heading over there to see what all the fuss is about. Terrain. Nice little inlet. How far can I climb? I was actually thinking, in this world, where we come from, I don't think there's zombies and spiders and skeletons. But as soon as we moved here, obviously, now there are. So I was thinking that maybe I would make a high-up base, since we would be pretty alarmed if at night monsters would just spawn, and we would not want to be close to that. There's another big floating chunk over there. Alright, I set myself up a little base camp here for while I'm gathering the materials for my first little outpost. And I think I saw some spruce over in that direction, so I'm gonna head over there. I forgot my bed, but there's another village up there. How handy is that? Let's go see before the monsters start coming out. Is this? Oh no, okay. More down there. I like the blue bed. I may take this. I'm bored of white beds. Ooh, I'm also gonna take these lanterns, because I want to use these, but right at the start they're a little expensive. I don't know if I've seen this sort of structure with the bell before. I'm sure I have, but it just doesn't seem familiar. Always gotta take the bell. I don't think I ever use them, but I always take the bell. Alright, well, as I'm mining down a bunch of spruce, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of my more specific visions for the world. My current plans for this world are, I know this is like all the rage right now, but like a forever world. I really just want one world that I can kind of attach to and build up a ton, but I don't fully know how it's gonna go yet, so that's why I haven't been like super vocal about that. But starting off, I've already talked about like the question that each of the first few videos will have. I also want, I don't know, I just want to include a lot of different types of things to build the story of this land. So like one of the first things that I want to figure out is what was the name of the kingdom that we're originally from. And I probably won't completely figure it out this video, but if you have any ideas, let me know. And eventually I'll have to figure out the name of the land I'm making right now. But I'm thinking that I kind of want to make different, like, districts or regions, and after I build out one, then I move to a new region and then start again. And I think that'll be fun, because it not only builds out the world and offers a lot of story opportunity, but it also lets me kind of switch up building styles, and because I want one area to be like cohesive, you know, but sometimes building one thing the entire time just gets a little old. So I think that would be fun. I've kind of been inspired by a Minecraft YouTuber named Sino, and how he does his world. Really cool series. So yeah, I'm kind of modeling it after that a little bit, but trying to add my own unique twists and flair. Alright, well, I think I've got a good amount of wood and a pretty good amount of saplings, so let me get one more sapling, an even 12. And then maybe I'll explore a bit further. I do actually want more spruce leaves. Also, let me know if you have any suggestions or ideas. There we go. I'm very into anything that I create. I'm very into collaboration. Ooh. I really like how mountainous this world is. I feel like you don't often see that nowadays with the newer generation, or at least not this steep. Goodness, that's crazy. But yeah, let me know any ideas you have. What? Interesting. I'm very open to all sorts of suggestions, so probably gonna head back pretty soon. This is just crazy world generation. Does this... I feel like there's a good chance this leads out to the ocean. Could be wrong though. Let's see. It'd be cool to do like a frozen ship right here. Except I guess this doesn't really go out to the ocean. I'm also wanting, I think, to give myself like challenges for each video. I'm not entirely sure what that might look like, but I think that could be fun and offer a little bit of variety. That way it's not just me poking away. This first video is a little bit just me wandering around and talking, so I apologize if that's not your thing. Okay, cool. Got some ice spikes out here. Probably gonna sleep and then head back. The beautiful sun dipping below the horizon. we've made our way back to the starting village, got all the stuff we need, so let's get building our shelter. Alright, well, we're pretty much done with most of the building here. There are a couple things that I did not on camera, but I figured since it's all done, might as well do a little tour. A couple of the things I did not in the cinematic shots, I did this cliff, had it blend from moss down to mossy cobble, cobble and stone. Normally I would use like tuff to underline like shadows and stuff, but I haven't mined that deep yet, so no tuff for me quite yet. I got the moss from a shipwreck. But yeah, I really like the cliff. I also made this this little bridge. I kind of mined this section down a bit and put in this bridge. I was trying to make it a little curved, but I think it's pretty good. I like it. And then down this way is our farm, which that crosses off our food source. We got food from killing animals, but this is our food source. So it's just a little walkway carved into the side of this cliff face. I still need to do the texturing over here, so ignore that right now. But yeah, we got wheat, a couple beetroot, a little pool here that's helping irrigate our crops, carrots, and potatoes. I made this little like stalagmite thing. So yeah, so that's our farm. I'm pretty happy with it. And then up here, of course, most of this was in the videos. The little desk where we will write in our journal and has this nice view of whatever we're going to build here. Our campfire, a couple little foliage areas. I put some torches down there to make sure that it's spawn proof over here. Another little one over here, just nice. And I hollowed this out because I like the idea that we're kind of on our own little pedestal away from the rest. And of course the custom trees. I know we're not really in like a pine area, but I don't know, I really like the pine trees and I don't think it sucks. I think it works well, so too bad. And then in the tent we have some chests for storage, all of my assortment, another barrel for some storage, our bed, furnace, blast furnace, and then our very first pickaxe in the whole game, our wooden pick, and our very first diamond. I got the diamond in a buried treasure. Heyo, TNT. While I was hunting for sheep for black wool. So, our very first diamond right here, commemorated. So, with that said, that crosses off 2 of our 4 checklist things, food and shelter. So now, all that's left is drawing a map and doing a journal entry. And why not do those at the same time? So, let's go. The smoke above Aeternum seemed to hang there, unmoving. The city's new anthem was that of forging blades and cries of pain, and all color seemed to have drained from the countryside. But beneath the city, there yet remained a spark of hope. A line of hooded figures ran, barely any belongings with them, fleeing through the ancient catacombs, unable to bear seeing their home fall any lower than it had. At the front, a hulking figure led them, shoulders slumped, body fatigued from this forsaken war. Face marred with scars and unspoken pain. Further along the ancient tunnels, a figure emerged from the shadows, proud and defiant. I should have known, the voice was riddled with disgust, that the honorable captain would flee when the fighting became too much. Pernius told me you were planning something. His clothes somehow remained sharp and flashy, even in the dim light of the torches and the forgotten filth of the catacombs. Do not speak to me of battle, Revner, spoke the hulking officer, his own clothes still stained with blood and soil. When you have seen proud men beg and cry out to their mothers, their wives, their children, then come and denounce me. The disrespect in his voice was no longer bridled, as it always had been. Revner sucked his teeth disapprovingly. But you see, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, Rennick. The hiss of steel filled the tunnel as his blade flashed in the firelight. And strike me down, where I stand without a weapon. But let them leave. Rennick motioned to the people behind him as he stepped forward, sliding the hood off of his head. Revner stepped forward, a devilish grin plaguing his hawkish features. As he pulled the blade back carelessly, he muttered, "We shall see." In a flash, Rennick's arm came up to meet the blade, sparks flying as it bounced off the iron gauntlet he wore. A powerful boot cut Revner in the chest, making him drop his sword and sending him back into the wall with a breathless grunt, his form crumpling to the floor. When he lifted his head, sharp steel flashed inches away from his throat. The 2 officers stayed there, the stark differences almost poetic as the seconds ticked by. Rennick leaned down. I pity you. And there we go. Our first journal entry in this world. However, that is not all. We actually have a second journal entry, which will kind of determine the direction that the next video will go. So, let me read that for you. Entry 2. In the 4th season of Arios, the 3rd day. After traveling for weeks, we've escaped the reach of our old home and found a new land that's nothing like what we were told. Rocks float, bearing life atop them, although we know not what causes this, and this land is plagued by fallen monstrosities. We've already lost many to the darkness. Now that we're safe and established, many of us have different ideas on how to advance. I think it wise to stay where we are. The locals have welcomed us, and I see no reason to venture further. Arinda thinks we should not encroach, that we should venture further west into the icy forests, where we are less likely to be found. And Cardone... Uh-oh. Whew. Maybe shouldn't do this at night. It's fine. I'll just keep an eye out. And Cardone says that we need to find an open place to expand freely, establish ourselves in freedom, and not fear. I know not what to do. I just hope that we can all agree before tensions rise. So, if you have any... there we go. If you have any opinions on which way we should continue, stay here, or travel on, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Well, I've had a lot of fun making all of this, and I'm very excited to make more, but alas, I must wait. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know that this one was a bit of a hodgepodge, but I really enjoyed making it, and I'm hoping that each new video will just get better and better. So if you had a good time and want to be a part of this world and story that we will be unfolding, consider subscribing. And again, comment any thoughts or ideas. I'd really love for this to be very collaborative and like we're all kind of building it together. So, without further ado, thank you again and have a wonderful day.